beautiful day today, guys. So this video for today is going to be a quick video, of us making a Fiesta pot roast. Anytime that you hear me say Fiesta in my videos, you can go ahead and note it will consist of cilantro, tomato, onion, and jalapeno pepper, or some kind of pepper. Now, for this meal, we are leaving out the tomato because it is a pot roast. Although if you wanted to add it, you definitely could. All right, so we have taken a 4-pound beef chuck roast and we have cut it into pieces, okay? I have not seared this meat, but you can sear your meat in about 2 tablespoons of oil in a frying pan on the stove before you actually add it to your crock pot, but we're not gonna do that. This is very, very lean meat. Make sure to get off as much fat as you can. All right, so we've got our meat. We're gonna go ahead and put it in the crock pot to get it going. I've already set my crock pot on low. It is gonna cook for 8 hours. All right, got our meat in there. All right, so the next thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna get our veggies quickly chopped up and added to the crock pot. Once we're done with that, Jeanette has whisked up some slow cooker savory pot roast McCormick seasoning mix. You take 1 packet, takes 1 cup of water. So she's getting that mixed up right now. Once we've added the chopped veggies and the meat, we're gonna add this on top and then put a lid on it. Don't take it off until 8 hours is up, okay? That's pretty much what we're gonna do, pretty simple. All right, so we're gonna start by our cabbage. Gonna cut our cabbage first. So for this amount, I'm gonna just cut the end of my cabbage off like that, put it in a bowl. Always make sure you have a bowl on hand to like put your, I don't wanna say your trash, but like, you know, whatever you're not gonna use into there. That is going to go eventually in the trash. All right, we're going to cut this in half. That'll go last. We're gonna cut this in half. Now, cabbage, when you cook it, it cooks down. So it starts off in large pieces, but then it does, shrink. Yeah, shrink or get smaller. All right, I'm gonna cut it in half again. And then just kind of make pieces like this. They're kind of long pieces, but thin. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add that cabbage to this bowl. I'm gonna put it in this bowl. Again, it's all gonna go in the same pot, so we're not contaminating it with, you know, the raw meat, whatever. It's all going to the same place. And I know that already looks like it's probably enough cabbage, but really it's not, because again, it's gonna shrink. So I'm gonna do just half of a head of cabbage. The other half we'll save and cook for later, for something else. All right, get all that in there. There is our cabbage. All right, next thing I'm gonna do is my jalapeno pepper. I only have 1 jalapeno pepper that I'm putting in here simply because not everybody likes too much spice in this household. Remember, when chopping jalapeno peppers, you can always take the seeds out if you want, but I do want some spice, so I'm leaving the seeds in there. Always wash your hands after touching them when you're done. Never touch your face, your eyes, your nose. It will burn you up, okay? I promise you. I did it as a little girl and I suffered for about 3 hours. All right, we're just gonna take about this much cilantro to put in here, just because Jeanette don't really care for the cilantro either, but I mean, she'll eat it. To me, cilantro makes everything feel, taste better. Now, of course, if you just wanna make a regular pot roast, you don't have to add the jalapenos and the cilantro. You can do everything that I'm doing and just not add those 2 items. All right, trash bowl. All right, now we're gonna do our onion. We're gonna cut the ends off of each side of the onion. Cut it in half and peel the skin off. Remember, always wash your hands before you start cooking. That's always a, you know, a common sense tip, but not everybody does it. All right, my trash bowl again. All right, I'm gonna just use half of an onion, and I'm gonna just cut it in half again, and then in 4 more pieces. You can chop up your veggies however you want them to, but because they are gonna cook for a long time, they're gonna be nice and tender. If they were not gonna be cooked for a long time, I would have chopped them up super small because I really don't care for, you know, too much onion like that. All right, we're going to get our potatoes going. Always wash your potatoes before and after. That's what I do. Again, they're already small, but I'm still just gonna cut them in half and cut them in half again. You're gonna have 4 pieces. You wanna make sure that all of your vegetables are cut, you know, pretty much the same size as far as like you want the potatoes to all be the same size, the cabbage, the onion, you want everything to cook consistently. All right. And of course, it just depends on, you know, how much of each item you want in your pot roast. I'm feeding a crowd as I always do today, so I want to make sure that we have plenty. And I always like to also have leftovers for the next day. Because when you do have a farm or a ranch, you are working every day, and you know, you don't want to have to stop maybe to have to actually prepare something for lunch. It's good to just have something in the fridge that you can just go ahead and heat up and eat quickly. And I'm actually going to do all of these potatoes. I'm a meat potato girl. You could probably tell. All right, we are almost done. Once I'm done cutting up these last 4 potatoes, we're going to add all of these veggies on top of the meat, and then we're going to take the mixture that Jeanette has mixed up, show them please, and we're going to add it on top. And again, it's 1 cup of water per each package. We're only doing 1 package for now. I might actually add a second one. It just depends on how much actually covers this. And we've also got our carrots. They have been washed and rinsed and dried. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff going into this delicious meal. Gonna move all this stuff out of the way. I always place a rag underneath my cutting board. It kind of helps to give it a non-slip surface, and it actually helps a lot. Woo. All right, we're gonna kind of turn the camera over this way where you can kind of see the crock pot. We have our meat in there. We're now gonna go ahead, I'm gonna just add the carrots first. Go ahead and add our carrots. I'm gonna just use my fingers to kind of place everything in there. All right, we're gonna pour all of our mixture. Now mind you, this stuff is going to cook down. I'm gonna take a few of those pieces out that are unnecessary. All of this is gonna cook down. I know that right now it's overpiling my crock pot. All right. Let's see here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pour this mixture over here, and actually, Jeanette, we're gonna do 2, so we're gonna mix up another pack before we turn this off. All right, here is our mixture right here. Kind of re-stir it back up. Yeah, we'll do 1 more. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and open up our second pack. And you've got to think that your meat, I know that there's really not any liquid at the bottom right now, but the meat, you know, cooks out its own juices, so it will have meat over there. And I'm not going to measure the rest of this. I'm going to just add some. Perfect. Because I pretty much can eyeball what a cup looks like, I think. I've got my son JD calling. Him and his wife are on their way over here. That's another reason why I am cooking this delicious meal. They are about to have a baby in about 2 weeks, and yeah. All right, so there's that. What I'm gonna do now, just leave it there. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna grab my lid and put it on my crock pot. I do, in case you're wondering, I do have the Pioneer Woman crock pot. I'm just gonna kind of stuff all that in there. I do have the Pioneer Woman crock pot from Walmart. It was only $30. It's a very pretty color. It's just, you know, neutral, whatever. A color that kind of goes with any kitchen. I love the lid. It just snaps down really easily. All right. There we go. Should have done that in the beginning. All right, there you go. We're gonna let that cook for 8 hours. Now, if you're in a rush, you can put it on high for 4 hours. You can also do this on the stove. Typically, that's what I do. But because I have time today, I put it in here. All right, we will let you know what it looks like later. Thank you. Bye.